This past Tuesday, I took a lot of grief on Facebook and Twitter from whom I have to assume are some of my younger viewers because I wasn't playing Dishonored in favor of Firaxis Games' reboot of XCOM Enemy Unknown. Most of them either had not heard of the title or simply thought it looked stupid. I, on the other hand, couldn't have been more excited to play it, as XCOM is one of my fondest and most memorable gaming experiences of my early teenage years so long ago. Well, I've had an amazing week thus far playing through it, but was it because the game was great or because I had a raging nostalgia boner? XCOM Enemy Unknown is a reboot of the 1994 title of the same name, this time in the hands of Civilization creators Firaxis Games. Essentially, it's a story about an alien invasion of Earth set a few years into our future. The XCOM project is a globally funded team of soldiers, scientists, and engineers who are in charge of determining who the alien invaders are, what they want, and what to do about it. I don't recall there being a deep storyline in the original game, but the reboot has a decent narrative embedded throughout, keeping things fresh and interesting while giving you a sense of direction to progress. XCOM is really two games in one, micromanagement base operations and turn-based squad combat. I played the PC version of the game, of course, because to me, turn-based games in general are better played with the keyboard and mouse, though controller support does exist out of the box. The game was built on the Unreal Engine, which gave a significant graphical facelift to the original with great performance to boot. The art design also reminded me a bit at times of Gears of War, albeit with much brighter colors. Base management in XCOM is about 50% of the game. Here, you manage what new alien technologies your scientists are researching, or what captured aliens your teams are interrogating, which in turn allows your engineers to build new weapons, armor, vehicles, and combat items. Your engineers can also be used to learn how to enhance existing technologies and to expand and build additional facilities inside your structure. Everything costs money and resources, which are precious commodities, so much strategy goes into when and what you build and how much of it to create. You don't want your soldiers to be under-geared because you spent all of your money expanding your facilities. Soldiers are hired and managed as your base as well. Each soldier falls into one of four classes: the chain gun and rocket launcher carrying heavy, the smoke grenade and healbot support, the agile yet armored assault, or the sniper. As squad members earn kills, they'll rank up, which will grant them points to place into skill trees to help further define their role and make them significantly more useful. You can also name the soldiers and fully customize their face and armor. As soldiers become more powerful, it becomes increasingly important that you play the combat missions strategically because there's nothing worse than letting your favorite character die in combat and having to replace them with a rookie in increasingly difficult combat missions. Before combat missions, you get to choose your squad and equip them with various weapons, armor, and items. One thing I didn't like though was if a soldier is training in PsyOps or is recuperating in the infirmary, they don't unequip their gear. Being that you've got only a limited number of each weapon and armor, if your best geared soldier is out, you can't use his or her items to equip their replacement. A minor issue, but it still bugged me. XCOM is funded by a handful of countries around the world, so each of them wants to be cared for and protected in return. Over time, a series of various events like alien abductions will occur around the world, and you'll be tasked with whom you want to send your troops to help. Who you help will determine whether you earn more scientists, engineers, or money, while the countries denied will begin to panic. If left unattended to for too long, countries can withdraw from the program, which in turn will significantly decrease the revenue you bring in each month. To help reduce global panic levels, you can build satellite facilities to launch and monitor satellites over each country, which will help spot UFOs before they can do harm. Once spotted, you can launch interceptors to shoot them down, so you can send an away squad to salvage the wreckage for new technology, and of course, blast the shit out of those alien scumbags. The combat missions feel like elegant chess matches. You have to move slow, think about what you're doing, and anticipate the enemy moves to keep your soldiers safe while you destroy the alien forces. A variety of mission types are present, including searching alien crash sites, rescuing high-priority civilians, disarming bombs, and stopping alien attacks on cities. The combat missions are turn-based, where each of your soldiers moves and then performs an action, such as attacking, using items, or using special abilities. Then each alien reciprocates. The combat field is looked at from above and is set in 3D space with multiple levels, meaning if you have the high ground you can see quite a bit further and have an attack advantage on your foes. Each soldier may move a certain amount of spaces while still being able to perform a battle action. You can forego this and move twice as far at the risk that you might be moving into enemy fire without a means to fight back. Certain objects on the battlefield may also be used as cover, and much of your strategy must revolve around getting your soldier behind these in their allotted movement spaces. 4 difficulties make the game accessible to all gamers, including Easy, Normal, Classic, and Impossible, all with the option to turn on an Iron Man game mode that gives you only a single save file that's auto-saved as you progress. In Iron Man mode, you can't save the game manually, which means the choices you make are final, and there's no reloading if your favorite soldier dies in combat. My playthrough on the normal difficulty without Iron Man took me roughly 20 hours to complete. Even on this setting, I found the game to be pretty challenging, requiring me to constantly save and reload when one of my favorite soldiers died. This brings an interesting point, as the classic Iron Man difficulty was created to appease a certain subset of gamers who believe that this is the only way the game is meant to be played. Luckily, we have lots of options available to us, so gamers of all skill sets and attention spans can enjoy it. So I'd say no, it's not meant to be played like that for everyone, just those that want it to be played like that. On normal difficulty without Iron Man and the ability to load games after dying, it still felt extremely rewarding to complete a mission without casualties while keeping all the countries happy and panic-free. There's also a multiplayer component to the game that allows you to build custom squads that combine soldiers with aliens and battle human players, I think. I was unable to join any matches, which was fine with me. XCOM doesn't even need a multiplayer component. This type of game is not going to be for everyone. XCOM consists of lots of micromanagement and repetition, and turn-based games are a lot slower paced than what some gamers enjoy. While this was a nostalgia trip for me, I'm still willing to say that I thoroughly enjoyed it, and had I never played the original, this game is so well done that I would have loved it anyway. Check out the full write-up and screenshots over at ZeitgeistGameReview.com. Stay up to date by following me on Twitter and Facebook, and make sure to check out all of the other great gaming entertainment on the Game Station. Don't forget to subscribe and press the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching.